Hi, and welcome back to this week's News You Can Use Video Digest. Coming to you this week from the Lowe's Portofino Bay Hotel in Orlando, Florida, where we're taking part in the 2018 PAC Advocacy Conference. On March 30th, the public comment period will end for proposed FEC rulemaking concerning independent expenditures by candidates and reporting of independent expenditures and electioneering communications relating to presidential primaries. The covered communications are specific to those publicly distributed in multiple states and not referring to any particular state's primary election. Under California Assembly Bill 2055, introduced on February 6th, registered lobbyists could face suspension up to 4 years if found to have committed an act of sexual harassment. The bill requires the FPPC to investigate sexual harassment complaints defined as unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, and other verbal, visual, or physical conduct of a sexual nature that arises out of or in the course of employment. On January 30th, the New York Joint Commission on Public Ethics submitted a notice of revised rulemaking for Part 943, commonly referred to as Comprehensive Lobbying Regulations, to the New York Department of State. The revised rules include an online ethics training requirement for lobbyists and provide further clarification regarding reportable expenses attributable to social media activities and grassroots lobbying. On February 8th, President Trump announced his nomination of Emory A. Rounds III to be Director of the Office of Government Ethics. Rounds is currently an associate counsel with the OGE and has been with the agency since 2009 after previously serving on the White House counsel's staff for George W. Bush's administration in the ethics office at the U.S. Department of Commerce and in the U.S. Navy JAG Corps. In sessions and elections news, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo called a special election for April 24th to fill 9 vacant Assembly seats and 2 vacant Senate seats. Democrats hope to win both Senate seats and gain control of the chamber. In Louisiana, Governor John Bel Edwards has pushed back to February 19th the possible start of a special session of the legislature to close a $1 billion fiscal cliff in the state's budget, expiring in July of this year. Legislators from both parties have been working to get close enough to a resolution for Governor Edwards to call the special session. A special session could also be called in June if it does not happen by March. That's all the news we have for this week. Be sure to visit our blog, lobbycomply.com, for all your government relations news in the meantime. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. I'm John Spontarelli, and for all of us here at State and Federal Communications, we'll see you next week.